Hello.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Real and Raw
Show. One and all.
Round of applause, everybody. Yay! Y'all, I gotta start with saying this is a great day. Great opportunities are happening. This is the season. And if y'all don't have what y'all been praying for, that's nobody's fault but your own.
What you doing?
What you doing? And also those of you who getting what we call in the financial world windfalls. If you throwing away all your money just because you made some money, that's stupid.
That means you're not listening to what we telling you to do.
Yeah.
If you blowing it all, not good.
And that's unintelligent.
Windfalls are windfalls. They're not meant to last, but you got to do something else with it besides spend it.
Yeah. Get your credit reports. Check all your statements. You see any inconsistencies? Please pick up your phone.
And call.
And check up on it and report it. It just might get removed. You don't have to go through all the letters and all that and the faxes and also, send all the emails and all. You ain't got to do all that.
No.
Just do it the old-fashioned way. Pick up the phone. Hey, look. I see something on my report.
Switch that thing back,
something on my statement that I don't like, I don't see, and I don't recall.
Right.
You're not lying. That's the key word.
I don't recall.
I don't recall. I learned that from an attorney friend.
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't recall.
That's the answer.
That's the best way of saying no or yes.
Right.
Even if you do know or you remember.
I don't recall.
I don't recall. That's a diamond right there.
Right.
But yeah, y'all need to be on a 5-year plan. Some of y'all need to be on a 1-year plan. Some of y'all need to be on a today plan. The only way you're gonna get away from the whole rat race, doing the same thing, hamstering the wheel.
Right.
Y'all gotta create additional income.
Well, that's what we've been telling them for the longest. You have things around your house. You have valuable items that you can sell and make money, make profit. So what are you waiting for? You just want the 9-to-5 rat race every single day of your life.
At some point, a person want to own something. You can't work forever. Some people, y'all expiration date in terms of your job, y'all don't even realize it. It's very soon.
Done.
Very soon.
Very soon.
You think y'all going to retire there. You think you can be there 15, 20 years, 30 years. I don't know about that.
Not for everybody.
To differ.
Go ahead.
I beg to differ. What I was saying was, if you work into a job and they constantly upgrading their software, they're trying to replace you. I can tell you that right now.
But what if you learn the basis for the software?
You can learn all you need to know, and if somebody else get hired that they feel very well qualified and they can underpay them to take somebody else's position,
oh, that's true.
They will do it.
That is true. That is true. They will definitely underpay somebody else. Even if you know more, just because they're willing to take that position for less pay, they'll definitely offer it to them.
Some people willing to take a pay cut in order to just have something that they feel more stable. If you come to work every single day and you kissing the boss behind and you all up in the higher uppers' faces, then of course they're going to be friendly with you and let you do what you want to do.
Yeah, of course they will, because you're their do boy or their do girl. So that's why they make it seem like y'all on the same page or on the same level, when that's not the case. They're using you the whole time.
And that being said, it's like there's a lot of things that you can do on your job that I know to make you stand out from the rest of the employees, such as
do more than what's required of you. Like I always say, if you are scheduled a certain time but you can stay a little extra just to work on a certain project, do it, because it gets you more knowledge and it lets you in more doors.
So is it safe to say that if you overdo what it is that they want you to do, they will notice?
They will notice. You don't have to overdo it. You just have to do what somebody else won't.
Which means what?
Which means if it's a project, if it's something different, maybe they need a group of individuals. And you first, okay, yeah, sure, I'll volunteer. You might not know the whole aspects of it, but you showing the initiative that you want to learn and do more. So that's what gets acknowledgement. It's not that you actually know the full concept of it. It's that you're showing initiative that, hey, yeah, this is my job, but also I think I might want to make this into more than just a job.
If you feel like you want to work for somebody else and retire, get a handshake and a plaque, and retire if Social Security is around, and your pension and all that, then by all means work past 60. But what we're telling you and what I'm telling you is, if you start by saving $400 a month,
right?
Let's assume you was already 18 years old, or somebody 18, and you start doing that when you're 18.
Right.
It's almost impossible for you not to be financially secure by the time you're 65.
Not unless you spending it.
You can spend, but as long as you're being persistent and
you saying
saving at least $400 a month.
Okay.
From 18 to 30 years, which is 48 years old.
Right.
You know, another if a person live 40 or 50 more years, that's only 68. You would be a multi-millionaire.
You should be.
And if my calculation is right, I don't have my computer in front of me because I got a simulator or whatever. It's going to be somewhere around about $3.5 million. Who don't want to be 68 and have over a couple $1 million in the bank?
Yeah, that's better than retirement funds.
And a lot of y'all kids or children is going to be like 40, 50 years old. You're going to have great-grands.
Right.
Or great-grands. You still can get out about, play basketball with them, play tennis. You can shop with them. You can go on trips with them. Hopefully by then you still look very good.
All by saving $400 a month. But you have to start at a younger age. I mean, you can do it as you get older. However, the sooner you start, the more leverage you have once you get in your 60s.
It'll be extremely dumb. Like I always say, I always look at this how I look at my life. I look at my life as, okay, everybody don't know the day, time, or hour.
Right.
That if they're working for somebody else, that the company going to say, you know what, we have to close our doors. I know so many people that happened to. And a lot of it hit close to home for different family members and stuff like that.
Right.
So I would say if you position yourself and work as if it might be your last day or your last week, you're going to be the best employee that you can be. And if they got another position, they'll do everything they can to keep you there.
Right.
Instead of getting rid of you.
Right.
I'm telling you, I've been in that situation
when positions open up,
years
they definitely
ago.
would put your name will be the first one in the
Right.
hat to get pulled.
They just ain't going to just cold turkey like we say, you know what, George, this was good, or Tatiana, this was nice, but it ain't working, the company closing, or we relocating,
Right.
or we got to cut staff and your name came up.
Yeah.
It won't be no
It
kind of
wouldn't- not
BS
unless-
like
right.
that, being silly.
Right. Not unless you are not a valued employee.
Or being stupid.
Right. If you're not a
On their
valued,
behalf.
yeah, if you're not a valued employee, then you be the first one to get cut. But if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
somebody who is valuable to them,
Mm-hmm.
then you will not be. You be the first one. Oh no, we can't get rid of her.
Trust me,
Oh,
they
no, he
pay
gotta
attention
stay.
to your attendance, they pay
attention.
attention to your performance. They might don't say that, they look. And they also ask other employees
Right.
what you're
They
doing.
definitely pay attention to attendance because if it's a position or something that comes up, that's a factor. Like if you don't come to work for your regular, what you're supposed to do, when a higher position come about, well, first thing they look at is if your attendance, your write-ups, anything that you have, disciplinary steps. That's going to be a factor in whether they give you the opportunity to move up.
We are sweating, man. It's hot out here, y'all.
kinda
We ain't gonna
steamy.
stay here too much for long. Yeah, so yeah, we just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit. I would say the other thing is we talked about jobs and stuff like that. Talk about vacation. I found out that it's easier to do a resort than it is to try to piece your whole vacation together. Because if you
Resort?
pay one set fee, they have all the activities already included in the resort.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to hire an independent tour guide, which I found out about,
Right.
that's going to cost a little more. And if you need a translator, if you want to be amongst the native, let's
Right.
assume if you went to Brazil, Dominican Republic,
Right.
Colombia, Ecuador,
Certain places are.
you
Right.
can't say Jamaica
No.
because, like, there's no language barrier for us. It's just the patois language or whatever.
Right.
Which we still, if you listen close, they're still African
Right.
descent, even though they're Caribbean.
Right. However, there are some places I wouldn't go without a tour guide or something like that. Because
Right.
Even though you visited
I
a
say
country,
any European countries,
right,
you
even
need
though
a tour guide.
Even if you visit
Yeah.
the country,
Russia,
you better have
stuff
somebody
like
that's
that.
a tour guide
Yeah.
and can translate or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you do not want to go in somebody's native land if
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on.
You don't know where you're going.
You better stay on the resort.
They might have you for dinner.
You better stay on the resort.
Have you for dinner, you and your little dog. What do you call them little thing? Yarkies and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Chihuahua.
Man, I see a little cute one y'all would call about big as your hand, man. When I
Yeah.
took Triana to take Gizmo to get his other shots and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh, he went to the
And
vet.
man, I see all kind of dogs coming there because I was
Yeah.
parked for a little while and
Mhm.
see big dogs, little dogs, or whatever. But yeah, y'all pet lovers, please get your dogs paid and neutered and shots. But y'all, it's hot out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of diamonds. I feel like if you married, you can actually experiment with the person you're with.
Such
Try
as-
something new, whatever that might mean.
Use your
The
imagination.
other thing is cook something new. Men
Okay.
like to eat. You got to feed our stomach.
Women like to eat too.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't know who can cook better by nature. Most women can cook,
Most women.
but it is some
I'm
men
assuming some men out
that
there
can cook, can really throw down. Like me, I make a mean spaghetti.
Right.
Everybody always tell me that,
Yeah.
and I also can do ribs pretty good, but not as good as our youngest daughter.
Yeah.
What
she got it from.
ziti and all that stuff, simple stuff like that I can do. I mean ribs,
You
you
like
the
Italian
queen.
stuff.
Yeah, you the queen of the rib situation, but potato salad, my mama has yet to be rivaled when it comes
I've
to that
never
potato
made it.
salad. You never tried it.
I
you
never
should.
tried. I never tried to make it, and I think I just didn't because your mom always make it.
That's why you should make it this thing. Cause I'm gonna be honest and tell you, oh, this thing
Yeah.
ain't hitting.
Exactly. You tell me
Something bit me or
You
whatever.
tell me this don't taste like my mama's.
Huh?
You tell me quick fast. This don't taste like my mama's.
Not only that, like, you know, my mama's a chef. She been a chef for over 40 years, and she also had several restaurants. Those of you don't know that, but back in the day, back in the 90s, my dad, with the car dealership he had on Drain Road, I think that's the name of the road we live in. Yeah, Drain Road. And then he had, my mother had a little restaurant right there, served the fish and hush puppies and all. This is back in the early 90s or whatever. And yeah, I think I got destroyed by fire, and they never decided to build back. So from there, he just went into construction, doing the government and state contracts
Right.
with DHEC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
OSHA and all this other stuff as far as the plumbing business and
Right.
the rest of the family, the construction and all that stuff. But y'all, I would say, yeah, you gotta understand, like, you gotta live every single day like there's nothing else for you to do
Right.
tomorrow moving forward.
Yeah.
And if you live a life like that, then you're gonna be extremely productive.
You'll be extremely productive, and you won't regret anything that you got going on because you're living it day by day.
Right. I'm gonna try to do a joke. I don't know if it's gonna land. I used to write jokes for 7 years, and I actually wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I also wanted to be in the Navy and all that. This is when I was in like 8th, 9th grade.
Right.
And the teacher actually said, "Okay, let's see if you're funny. Everybody be quiet. Call Franklin to the front. Everybody, Real, come to the front or whatever. Who know me? And but the teachers would call me Franklin.
Right.
Come to the front. They let me do it. Meaning do a set
Right.
in front of the whole class of 30 or 40 people in one class. That's a lot of students back then.
Eighth grade.
For 5 minutes, they gave me 5 minutes. I can talk and everything. I just couldn't curse
Right.
or whatever.
Well, you
And
shouldn't be
man,
in
I
that
got up
grade.
there. I told a joke, and I don't know. Some of the stuff landed, some of the stuff didn't land because I was so far ahead of my time. But it's no, no standard. Why the chicken cross the road? Get the other side. That I'd say. No, it wasn't that. It was an old man and his wife went on vacation,
Okay.
and then the guy had looked very good for his age, and the wife looked good for her age. They were in their 60s, six
Okay.
to be exact, 63. Both of them was 63.
Okay.
So they went out of the country, and so of course it was a language barrier.
Right.
Long story short, they was out, and she had a great body to be her age. They was proud of their age. Remember,
Right.
the husband had looked good as well. He was proud of his body. They worked out. They did everything right for us, financially and physically.
Okay.
So they went out to the bar. The guy slaps a $100 bill on the counter and orders some drinks.
Okay.
Say, if anybody can guess how old I am, how old I look, I know I will definitely give you this $100 bill.
Okay.
And so he went up to the guy, a big muscular guy, and said, "Can you guess how old I am?" And the guy said, "Oh, man, you look like you about 44.
Wow.
He said, "No." He said, "Actually, I'm 64. He's like, man, I was gonna get the $100. I could have bought drinks or whatever. He said, "I tell you what, I'm gonna just give you. I'll buy you a drink, just because you know you try to guess.
Right.
And the wife went over there and asked another person to the bar,
Yeah.
say, how old do I look? They said, oh, you look like you about 55 or something. She said, dang, you close, but no,
Yeah.
I'm not 55. I am 64 or whatever.
Yeah. 60.
I think I said 63 or 64. Yeah, I'm 63. I'm trying to remember.
Right.
Because I had to see this when I was in 8th grade or whatever.
Right.
So they went to the bus stop, and the wife said she was going back to the hotel room or wherever the case was. And keep in mind, it was in the resort area because they was on vacation. And the husband went up to a lady, an old lady. She had some glasses on and a cane to the bus stop. Said, $100 if you can tell me how old I am.
Right.
She said, I can. I've never been wrong, you know, because I know men. I know men real well.
Right.
He said, okay,
Okay.
guess how old I am. She said, look around. She said, we got to make this quick because the bus coming. I don't have much time or whatever. Plus, I can't see that well. But I have to stick my hand in your pants.
What?
And then I can tell you exactly how old you are. Mind you, his true age was 63.
Right.
His wife was 63.
Right.
And he say, they hear the bus coming, and he look around. He say, all right, fine, go ahead. She stick her hand in his pants and say, you 63.
Oh.
He said, how do you, nobody never guessed my age before. How did you know that?
Yeah.
She say, because I was standing behind you at the bar.
Oh.
That